Hey everybody, welcome to the Blissful Stitch podcast. My name is Christina. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today and spending a little bit of time with me as I chat about the crafty things that I have been working on these past few weeks. Today is June 2nd and I cannot believe I am saying that it's already June. But today is June 2nd and this is episode 11 of my podcast. And this is a podcast primarily about crocheting, knitting, and a little bit of sewing thrown into the mix here and there. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. It has been 3 weeks since my last podcast and it's been a sad 3 weeks. I wish that I was able to podcast more frequently within that time and just have been able to be more active on my social accounts and just be more active all around. But I didn't need a break from podcasting because it's not like if it drains me or anything, you know what I mean? I just needed a little bit of a break, I guess, emotionally, as you would say. I had a bit of a down period these past 3 weeks, just within my own mind and not getting anything crafty done. It's been 3 weeks, so I could say definitely the first week and a half, I did not pick up anything knitting related, crochet related, sewing related, anything crafty. I just did not do. I had no desire to do. And that was the longest that I have ever been without doing anything crafty. But I slowly but surely started getting back into my habits and I've been able to finish a couple of half objects for you. I have a few whips, some that you've seen, some that are new, and a few acquisitions to share with you. I do wish that I had something finished, a finished object at least. But again, these past few weeks, I have just had no desire. Earlier in the past few weeks, I just had no desire and I went a week and a half straight with not doing anything crafty, just in my own feelings, if you know what I mean. I know we've all been there. But I'm drinking some coffee today. Look how cute this mug is. I picked this up yesterday from Hobby Lobby. And it's coffee, yarn, speak, in that order. And I totally agree, in that order. But without further ado, I guess we should just go ahead and get started. But before we do, let me just give you a little forecast of what it is outside. Today is a beautiful sunny Sunday, but we are awaiting some crazy thunderstorms that are supposed to be happening later today. Which it's been thunderstorming and raining quite a bit lately. So I'm hoping that that's done. And we passed Memorial Day weekend. I hope you guys had a great Memorial Day weekend and that you were able to maybe get to some pools or some beaches. Me and my family, what we did, we just went to a pretty big park that is near to us. And we had a picnic with our children and just let them play in the park because we just kept it local. We really didn't want to deal with Memorial Day traffic, to be honest. You can find me on the internet as the.blissful.stitch on Instagram. And you can find me as The Blissful Stitch on Ravelry and Pinterest. Within these past few weeks, again, I was not active at all. I barely was posting. I was trying to keep up with the lingo, but it's just been a bad couple weeks, guys. Truly. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so I will jump into my half objects segment of my podcast. And the first half object that I have to share with you is I finally finished my daughter's sock. It's just a plain vanilla sock with a heel flap and gusset. And this is using Megan from Bad Wolf Girl Studios yarn in her Galaxy LMC colorway. And this is on her, I don't know the name of the sock base offhand, but it does have silver stellina in it, if you can tell. and my daughter is in love with it. I cannot wait to finish this pair of socks for her. It should never, ever, ever take me this long to finish a pair of socks, but please forgive me because, like I said, I've been down in the dumps these past few weeks. But this is my first half object to share with you guys. It's beautiful. She loves it. And this yarn is just to die for. It's gorgeous. And my second half object is I finished the tube of my other self-striping vanilla sock. And this was using Knit Picks Felici in the colorway Acrobat. So I just kept on going, made it a tube because for this pair of socks, I am going to attempt my first time doing afterthought heels. But as you can see at the end here, I just really wasn't paying attention to when I guess I was starting the heel, the toe decreases. And I got a little bit of a different color right at the end. So that sucked big time. I know you guys probably hate when that happens, if it ever does happen to you, or if it has ever happened to you. But I felt it. I was like, oh man, that little bit, I wish I just had the orange to do it. And I probably could have finagled, I guess, a little bit the rest of the yarn, but I don't know, whatever. And I said I figured I would let it happen on this too because it's my first time going to be doing afterthought heels. So if it gets messed up, I won't be too sad about it. Like I wouldn't be 100% sad. I would probably be maybe 70% sad. So, excuse me. Yeah, so that is my second half object to share with you guys. So I guess for my whips segment of this podcast, I'm going to share the two things that you guys have seen prior in my prior episode. And they're two socks. So let's just keep it, I guess, with the sock whips. And this one is living in my project bag that I had made myself. And in here, the last time I shared with you guys, I was just starting this sock and I was able to get a little bit more done, probably maybe 10 rows, sad, since my last episode. But this is my Hermione Everyday Socks with a regular 2x2 ribbing cuff. And this is using the colorway Viva from Handmade Home Fibers. So this is so pretty. I don't know if you can see the pattern through the speckles of this yarn because it's really heavily speckled. But I'm doing the Hermione Everyday sock pattern. And it's beautiful. I love it. I'm hoping to at least have this as a finished object by my next podcast for sure. But this is a better look at the colorway on this yarn. It's so pretty. I believe this colorway was inspired by Las Vegas. I think they were doing like color themed cities from the United States, or states rather, color themed states in their shop, and this one was Viva, and I believe this one was Las Vegas inspired. But this one is really actually really nice to work with. I can't wait to get to the next bright speckle, which is really nice. And I am using with this my ChiaoGoo US 1 2.25 millimeter red lace needles, and I'm doing magic loop for this one. So yeah, super pretty. Love it. Love it, love it. And my next sock whip is living in my Sandy by the Lakeside bag. And in here, I already started my daughter's second sock. hopefully this could actually be a half object too. Next podcast. Am I tooting my own horn? No, that's not the phrase I'm trying to say. I guess counting my chickens before they hatch. Is that a good one? Well, hopefully this will be a half object as well if I just continuously kind of get my handle on this. But I'm just doing a plain vanilla sock. Her pair is plain vanilla. The ribbing is a twisted rib cuff, plain vanilla, heel flap and gusset. And again, this is using Bad Wolf Girls Studios Galaxy LMC. And it has silver stellina. So pretty. And the dilemma with this yarn was I didn't know if I wanted to keep it for myself. I totally wanted to be selfish. But I'm a good mama. And I know my daughter is obsessed with Galaxy. Anything Galaxy. So I had to give it to her. Had to. So that is the only sock whips that I have been working on. I haven't started the second pair for this one. To be honest, I'm not sure when I'm going to start it because with my acquisitions, I have something I want to share with you that might become a priority before I get this one done. I'm sorry if I'm so tongue twisted. It's been a little while and I'm just kind of feeling back to myself, you know what I mean? So I'm all over the place. But I have a couple more whips to share with you. Okay. And I guess I would share this one here. This is actually a test knit, and it's not a secret test knit. So I am able to share it and I am able to post about it. I haven't posted about it yet, but I thought I would share it with you on my podcast. I am pattern testing for Sorella for her neighborhood tea pattern that's going to be coming out soon. And here is what I have so far. It's a raglan shaped tee or a raglan style tee. Really pretty. I am using Lion brand jeans yarn in the colorway khaki. And for her, her sample, she's using one of her colorway, the neighborhood colorway, in her crocheters base. And I have the crocheters base and I thought it was fairly close to the jeans yarn. So I went ahead and just started using the jeans yarn. And I love using Lion brand jeans yarn. It's so soft. Oh, so soft to work with. I absolutely love it. And for this, I'm using a 32-inch cord using 4mm needles. So this is it. Again, it's raglan style and it's going to be a t-shirt. I believe she's probably shared it on her Instagram stories, but I know on her Instagram page, she posted kind of sneak peeks about it. So I wanted to make sure that I was able to share it in case it was still something that was kind of maybe on the low or, you know what I mean, but I was able to share it. So that is living currently in just this really cute, clear tote bag. I actually got this tote bag from the Lion brand store, the outlet store that is close to me in the town over from me. And it came with an insert that was black and it has like sayings on it like hooks, crochet, yarn, I believe. Yeah, and it was an insert for here, but I took the insert out. I kind of wanted to rock a clear tote here. So that is a whip that I have been working on. And I love, like I said, I love the way the Lion brand jeans yarn works up and how nice it is to use. I love how smooth it goes on the needles and just how overall soft it is. So my next whip is living in my project bag that I have made. You guys have seen this in the past episodes. It's just a plain little denim bag, one of my very first project bags. And in here, I am crocheting Mama in a Stitch, Jessica from Mama in a Stitch, her Santa Monica bias wrap. It is a free pattern on her blog, but you can buy the ad-free version, which I did for this. So pretty. And she is using Lion Brand Jeans yarn for this as well. I am actually working this for my friend who is looking for a wrap for the summer, and I believe a cruise that she is going on. So this is what I have done so far. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful bobble sections. And it's worked in the bias, which means sorry, y'all. Real life. Okay. It's work in the bias, which means I guess it's like, I don't know how to describe it, like a trapezoid. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but you guys know the shape, a trapeze. Geez, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm saying. But the shape, you can see for the shape, the way that it's going, and it's doing basically increases on one side and decreases on the other, and, you know, going back and forth that way. And this is using Lion Brand Jeans yarn in the Stonewash colorway. And she matched it up because there are two color sections. So the Stonewash colorway is the main color, and this would be the accent color. And this is Lion Brand Jeans, and this is in the Capri colorway. This is so pretty, and I think these two colors together, she matched really well. It's gonna look so pretty. Very summery. And with the Lion Brand Jeans yarn, as I mentioned before, it's very soft to work with, but also very light feeling, and it's going to be perfect for her. This side keeps curling in. But yeah, this is what I have done so far for it. And I am using a 6mm. Look how nice this crochet hook is. It's so nice. I saw this for the first time in Joann's. It's a Susan Bates. Really nice. I love working with it. Really nice. So that is what's going on in this whip. And I can't wait to finish it. I'm already at the section, by the way, where I have to change colors. So the next time you see, I hope that there's a lot of progress done on here, which I want to start keeping progress keepers so I can see, you know, where I'm at from the last podcast, which I should be doing anyway, but excuse me. I should be doing that anyway, but I always forget. I always forget to put a progress keeper. And then when I think about it, I'm like, I want to know where I left off and to see how much, you know, that I've been doing, how much I've been working on these days. But again, that is just living in this plain project bag that I made. The next whip that I would like to share with you is living in my whip basket, but it was a pretty piecey project, so I just have it. I took my whips out, or at the end of the day, I just put them back on top, but it's all laying in there. And this is just a sudden crochet project that I wanted to do for my youngest daughter. She loves bunnies. Bunnies are her favorite animal. And I saw on Pinterest the cutest bunny pattern. I believe it was like an Easter pattern, but that's okay. I believe it's by One Dog Woof on Instagram, and just as on the internet, One Dog Woof. I found it on Pinterest, which I'll insert a picture here so you can see. So yeah, I decided to do this bunny for my youngest. I am using Homespun Thick and Quick, and this is in the colorway Tudor. So cute. But let me show you, because I have it all in pieces. I haven't put it all together yet, but I have to tell you, I made, I believe it was the body, the ears, and the head in one day. And then I did the legs and the arms the next day. So it's really, really fast. It took me no time at all. But here is the body. I have to leave long tails. But here is the body of the bunny. And here, again, I have long tails so I can put it together. And here is the head, which I have stitch markers marking, you know, for eyes and nose. So the head's gonna go on top. So cute. And then I have here, I'm gonna put this down. And then I have my pair of ears, which if I can kind of figure how to show it, it'll be something like this. So cute. I can't wait to give this to her. Yeah, so those are the ears. And these are the feet. So cute. And here are the little arms. So this being put together is going to be so cute. She's already so excited for the finished project. She's excited to get her bunny, and I'm excited to give it to her. That was something that I enjoyed because it kind of gave me that sense of creativity, quick satisfaction, because of how fast the pieces were going, and just kind of getting my creative juices flowing. Which, by the way, I want to shout out Andy the Knitress and Yarn Hungry Rabbit. You guys, when I had posted in my Instagram stories, I think like 2 weeks ago, you know, like, what do you guys have a t-shirt pattern that I could follow? Or basically I was saying, you know, I was kind of down in the dumps, needed to get my creative juices flowing, and they had shared, both of them had each shared like a project with me that I can think about to getting started. Which Andy the Knitress, she told me about the Nebelchen project, which is so cute. Oh my goodness. I'll insert a picture here. And I actually want to cast this on. I thought I was going to cast it on sooner, but I was just still down in the dumps. So that crochet project was something that was just fast and got me to get my creative juices flowing. But this Nebelchen doll, I can't wait. I can't wait to start that, because that is going to be so fun. Yes, and I am actually thinking about using my Lofty Loops yarn for that, the April colorway. Yes, the April Mystery Club colorway. I'm going to use this for the body. So I'm excited for that. And thank you so much for that pattern, Andy. I appreciate it. So yeah, that was a little side note. Okay, keeping the whips going, which is my last whip to share with you guys. And that is Living, which is a part of my acquisitions. It's living in my market basket. How beautiful is this basket? Oh my goodness. This basket I got from Molly from a hand spun house. Oh my gosh. A homespun house. Jeez. My mind is so foggy, you guys, so foggy. But look how pretty this is, and I love the handle. These baskets are handmade in Ghana, and this was my Mother's Day gift from my mom. And in here is my next whip to share with you, which is my rabbit hole cardigan. I started it. Yes, I did. And it's not black where I thought that I was going to make it. I'm trying to find it here. Okay. So this is worked up interestingly. So you're starting pretty much, it's pretty long too. So you're starting working up the sides around the neck, the back neck, and on the side, and you go to about the length of your shoulder. So I still have a couple of more rows to go, and then you add yarn to the under portion of where it ends for the neckline, and you start doing granny stripes that way, and then you add the sleeves after. But I decided to just use this dark blue, which is just a Caron 1 pound acrylic yarn. I have quite a few Caron 1 pounds. I have black, I have dark blue, I have like a royal blue, I have white, I have a burgundy, and I have 2 to 3 skeins of each color of those. So I was kind of feeling the dark blue instead of doing black completely. I think I'll save black for a different cardigan, but I do really, really like the way this is coming out. The blue, the dark blue choice. Again, this is the rabbit hole cardigan. And for this project, I am using a 7mm crochet hook. So this has kind of been a relaxing project just to sit while I'm watching a show with my husband, or just want to chill out, do something mindless. This is what I definitely go to. So I'm excited I finally got this started for sure, because I would like this to be done so I can kind of rock it summer nights, you know, when it gets a little bit chilly, but you want something to put on. And it's going to be airy because it's granny stripe, you know. The acrylic may make it seem a little bit heavy, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. I like it. I'm excited for that. So that is it, you guys, for my whips and my half objects. That's what I've been working on. I am excited about the neighborhood tee, the test knit, because I've been wanting to do like t-shirts or tank tops, things of that nature. Since my last podcast, I was working on a Mother's Day gift for my mother-in-law, which I never got to finish because the week before Mother's Day, that's when kind of my down in the dumps emotional, I guess, season or a couple weeks started, and I just did not do anything. And I felt so bad because it was something that I really, really wanted to make for her, but I just never finished it. I mean, I think I did when I started getting crafty again. I think I maybe made 5 rows more on it, but I still have a lot to go on it. I don't know if I should finish it or if I should just wait and maybe do something different for her. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do with that, but I never got around to finishing that one. So I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if I want to continue or should I hold out and wait for another pattern that I may feel she would enjoy and start something new. I'm not sure what to do with that. And I think that's the only, oh no, and my party top, that I'm still keeping on the needles. I think since my test knit is on a deadline, I have to have that finished by June 15th. I believe I'm going to start the party top after that. Or if I continue it, who knows? On a weekly basis, I never know what I'm going to pick up, but I do know the things that I work on the most will probably be the socks and the test knit, but we'll see. But I do have a few acquisitions to share with you guys, and nonetheless, a couple things that I picked up and a couple things that I ordered. So let me go ahead and get started. The first one it would be that I wanted to share with you guys was the basket, but I did have a whip in it, so you guys kind of got a handle on it first, or a look on it first for my first acquisition. My second one would be Amy from Polly Llama on Instagram. She does customized tumblers, and the glare on my window here is kind of making it look super shiny, but how adorable is this? Look at all of that sparkle, the beautiful pink, and it's customized, which I'm sorry you can't see it so much because of my window here, but it says the blissful stitch with a little heart. I love this. I love it so much. I first saw Allison from Lofty Loops. She had posted her customized tumbler, and right away I was like, where did you get that? I need one for myself. And I messaged Amy that night, and she was just so sweet to work with. She was so attentive to, you know, my choices of what I wanted for my tumbler. She was so fast, and she was just so attentive. So Amy, if you just so happen to be watching this, I don't know if you are, but thank you so much. I love my tumbler, and it's you can use it for cold drinks and hot drinks, and I love the weight on it. I actually have this straw because I broke my straw. One day I was in my car and I had the tumbler on my coaster, and I went to go put my bags like this over on my passenger seat, and my arm just cracked it right in the middle of where it was. So, but it's okay because I actually want to try getting a stainless steel straw. I hear a lot about that, so I think I'm going to get a stainless steel straw. But that is my tumbler. I love it. This was my Mother's Day treat to myself to have a nice customized tumbler for myself. And another acquisition to share with you is I got in the mail my Enchantress colorway. I spoke about this in my last podcast, and this is Sleepy Fox Yarn Company, and this is from Holly, or you may know her as Yarn Journey Crochet. This is her yarn company, and I love this colorway. I don't have anything that's like this. I love the deepness, but I love how like foresty it looks. It is just beautiful. And I'm thinking about making this my Broken Wings shawl. Yeah, my Broken Wings shawl. From Joji Locatelli. I was going to use another yarn for that, but I think this is going to be beautiful. I absolutely love it. Again, this is Enchantress, and it's a 4-ply fingering, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards. Beautiful. So that's something else that I've gotten. The next acquisition would actually be what I showed you in the beginning. I picked this up yesterday, so this is an acquisition, yarny related, I guess. My next thing, which my next acquisition, I ripped the top off because I just wanted to actually hold these needles in my hand. But here are a set of double pointed needles in US 1 2.25 millimeter. It's the Yarnology brand from Hobby Lobby. And the reason why I got double pointed needles is because it's my first pair ever of double pointed needles. I have never used double pointed needles before, and I've been really wanting to get my hand on trying to knit a pair of socks first using double pointed needles. So the first sock that I am going to be doing for that is I want to use my Adelaide Cottage yarns colorway using the double pointed needles. I can't wait to start this. This is something that you'll most likely be seeing in my next podcast. But yeah, I just can't, I've been really wanting to try the double pointed needles. I have never used them before. They've always seemed so intimidating to me. So let's hope that I can get it, right? The next acquisition would just be a fabric remnant that I got from Joann's, and it's this really cute cotton linen or cotton fabric, sorry, with little bumblebees on it. And I thought this was so cute for summertime. So I would really like to make a larger project bag with this one. I have a little bit more than a yard, I believe, here. So that's an acquisition to share with you. And as well, you guys are going to love this. How cute is this mini tote bag? Let's take a moment. So cute. It has little yarn balls for the llama's hair. I just love the colors. It's a little mini tote bag, so this would be perfect for like a sock project or something small. Adorable, right? Love it. I think I'm gonna probably put this sock project in here. I just thought it was so cute, like a mini tote. You guys are gonna be seeing this a lot in my podcast for my projects, for my sock projects or anything small. So cute. So that is all I have to share with you guys. I'm sorry that I was kind of everywhere. Sometimes I feel like I don't know why I podcast, because I'm never like organized as I'm speaking, but hey, that just makes me me, and it'll only get better in time, right? But yeah, you guys, these past, I guess we'll move into chatter, but these past a few weeks have just been emotionally draining. I've just been down in the dumps, just personal things that I do not wish to share with you guys, just personal things that I have been going through. But being in that type of funk, being that down in the dumps, being that deep in my feelings, I had no desire really to do anything at all. When it comes to being crafty, I had no desire to do anything crafty. When it came to just being an adult and adulting, being a mom and a wife and that stuff, I just had no type of desire for anything. I think it was the worst that I've felt in a very long time. The last time that I had felt something like this was many years ago, and it was a chapter or a season in my life that I choose to forget. But it was just hard, you guys. It was hard. So I'm sorry that I haven't been active. I'm sorry that it's taken me 3 weeks to podcast. I'm sorry that I've, just haven't been active at all. Not sure if you guys care, but I wish that I was more active, especially on Instagram. I go through the trouble with Instagram where I want to be more active on there, and of course everybody wants to gain their followers, and you just want to get yourself put out there, but I just never know sometimes what to post, because I'm just not a picture person by nature. So it's kind of hard for me to get good angles in my pictures, or knowing what to post if like, let's say I just didn't really work on something that day, like I don't know what to post, or just posting pictures of my projects anyway. Like I want to have like a wooden platform, I guess, to where I can take consistent whip photos or progress photos, things like that. because I guess it's because that I don't have a set area to where I can get a good picture. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm rambling about this, but you know, that's just my thoughts on when it comes to Instagram and being active on there. During this little down in the dumps season that I've had, I've realized how much I haven't been putting any time towards myself. And I have been on a health and fitness journey. I have completely changed my lifestyle within these past a few weeks. I have been consistent in going to the gym. I have completely changed my eating habits. So although I started becoming down in the dumps, in those dumps, I realized how much I haven't been putting any time or any effort into myself, health-wise. So although I was there, I knew what I had to do kind of for myself. So I was changing everything, my whole lifestyle of what I was eating, how I was eating, what I was eating, and a major thing with the fitness. I have never been this consistent in working out in my life, and it has actually been life-changing. And to see differences in such a small amount of time has been keeping me motivated. But aside from that blather of my life stuff, I hope to be more, I guess, active in my projects, so I'm able to show you guys a lot more. I'm able to show you guys different things, and that you guys will actually see the progress that I'm making, which I need to be using progress keepers, I know. So that's what I'm going to do, is put some progress keepers on my projects and just be more attentive to my projects, if you will. But yeah, guys, that is all that I have to share with you guys. This episode is a bit longer than my usual ones, but I thank you for sticking around this far. If you have, I want to thank you to all of my new viewers, which I should have said in the beginning of my podcast, but I gained so many subscribers in a short amount of time, and I passed the 100 mark, which I am so excited. Hey everyone, this is future Christina here. I'm recording this on Monday, the day that I am editing my podcast. The reason being for this video is just that I want to quickly tell you that I am going to be editing out the giveaway portion on my podcast because it just seems so scrambled and so messy and just all over the place. So expect a video on my channel this week explaining the giveaway, explaining what the prize will be, and just the prompt question, if you will, that I'll be asking you guys to answer in the comment section if you are so interested in participating in the giveaway. So just wanted to let you guys know that quickly. Sorry that I didn't put it into this podcast, but you wouldn't have wanted to see that mess. But I'll see you guys later this week on my channel with the giveaway video. Bye. I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you all to my new subscribers. Thank you all for my returning viewers. And yeah, I hope you guys have a blessed couple weeks, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.